I've got my old Kenwood receiver here, and the front panel for the tuner, all those little lights went out. So searched the web and finally found a light that would work. I think these are 7-volt. I'll leave the actual model in the description. On the back, it's super tiny, but back here they have like this plastic embossed note of the model. So there's 5 lights in here. You can just pull them out. And I couldn't find the type bulb that's that form factor, like this. They look like a little flashlight bulb. And the wires are just soldered on there. So these I got from Grainger. And it's a pretty good deal for like $7. You can get 10. And it's like an old flash bulb where the tabs bend out. I'll show you one of these. Right on here, there's the metal, like this will pull out here. Okay, I had to pull that out with a fingernail, but it's kind of got a chrome covering on it, I guess for high wear. So I had to use an emery board like this and sand it to get it all rough to where I could solder onto it. And even with that, with some rosin, it just barely soldered on there. About these wires, which is plus or minus, it doesn't matter. I looked it up on the web, and all it does is heat up the tungsten filament in there, so you can hook it up on either side. That's what I did with this wire on the first one, just soldered those on there. And it's okay to leave them at a little angle, and then it sets down in there, and I can just put it back in place, and that should do it. So looks like that's the right voltage. I put my meter across one of the lamps, and it was 7 volts, so I confirmed that. And here's the Grainger box, 2FMT2, that's the item number, 192 10 pack. So I'm gonna finish them up, and that should do it. Okay, I guess this is all worth it. There's actually 5 lights over here, and then you got 2 lights over here. And that one light is this one. I'm gonna replace this one here in a minute, but I want to tackle this little guy over here. It's this little teeny thing, and when you pull the grommet out there, you want to use kind of a dull screwdriver. I was using a small screwdriver and almost like cut this little thing in half. So I use something like this, kind of a flat edge on there, the old Craftsman. So what I got going on here, this is a little bulb that I used. This is the original, and this is the new one. This little 12 volt I used in a dirt bike, Baja Designs Speedo, and that worked good. So it's 12 volt. So I turned everything on, and before putting the light on here, I measured the voltage across there and was only getting millivolts. And I figured out, oh, it's the FM station confirmation light, like right there in the middle. So I had to hook up kind of a dummy antenna wire over here, and then hook up one speaker, got the little box, and then tuned it into a station to where I could hear it on the speaker. And I still didn't get any light, but I measured the voltage, and it was like 8 volts. So then I clamped this on here in parallel. These are 2 separate wires with no connection there. And then it lit up. So I don't want to turn on the radio because it'll play a song probably, but yeah, that worked. So I'm going to unsolder this one. And by the way, I had to peel the wires back, cut it with an X-Acto knife and peel the wires away. So that's 12 volt I guess with 8 volt, it won't be that bright, but that's fine as long as it's over the limit. And then I'll put this one in and I'll be done. I shaved back some of the covering with the X-Acto knife, and I cut that off, and then slid on the super tiny shrink wrap on each one, and then soldered them on. I guess it doesn't matter which side it goes on, like positive or negative, but this one was positive, but it wouldn't matter. So yeah, turned it on and the light works. That's great. So I'm gonna pull these up and shrink wrap it, and hopefully they'll fit through that tiny hole there. I got it all back together. It's working. That looks great, man. So I bought this thing from my brother back in '78, and I think he had it a couple years. Maybe he got it in '76. So that'd make this thing 50 years old. Like, that's a tough radio, man. It's moved. It's been to college. It's been in storage. And it still lives. So anyway, that is the fix.